introducing Spark as Spark. Introducing Uncle Sam as Uncle Sam, but robotic. Last but not least, starring our main dude, Bob.
Joe Biden has a major hangover after a nasty rager last night. Else the party was quote-unquote groovy.
Good old Sleepy Joe.
Vice President Kamala Harris is in charge now, enacted by presidential disability as seen in Section 3 of the 25th Amendment. Whenever the president is indisposed, he can write a declaration saying the vice president is now temporarily in charge. This declaration was found on a napkin. Emergency update, our vice president Kamala Harris was trampled by an elephant just a few minutes ago. We are live on the scene.
Oh geez, Willikers, I wonder who's next.
The next in line is based on the 25th Amendment with 3 reasons: death, resigned, impeached. 1. President pro tempore of the Senate 2. Secretary of State 3. Secretary of the Treasury 4. Secretary of Defense 5. Attorney General 6. Secretary of the Interior 7. Secretary of Agriculture 8. Secretary of Commerce 9. Secretary of Labor 10. Secretary of Health and Human Services 11. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development 12. Secretary of Transportation 13. Secretary of Energy 14. Secretary of Education 15. Secretary of Veterans Affairs 16. Secretary of Homeland Security now Spanish 1. Secretary of Company Law Canal 2. Secretary of Finance 3. Secretary of Academic.
Stop, please. Let's just get on the phone with the Tempor of the state.
Emergency alert. Breaking news. Emergency alert.
Excuse me, what happened now?
Everyone in the line of succession is dead. Freak plane crashed. They never made it to the Bahamas. It was supposed to be a bomb vacay as the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. It was moments before the crash. The designated survivor, Rich Judo Lungeons, is the new president. Not sponsored.
Ain't that the person they set aside during the speeches and stuff? Just in case of a major attack? Yeah, okay, thank God someone's in charge.
Died. Yes, just died.
There's no...
Virus fire. We want you. We want you. Virus fire. We want you. Virus fire. We want you. Virus fire. We want you. We want virus fire. We want fire.
Spark?
RKMS H6 suiting down.
Hello and welcome to capitalism. Now in search of a new president, loading qualifications. Number 1, preferably breathing. Number 2, be at least 35 years old. Number 3, be a naturally born citizen of the United States. And number 4, be a resident of the country for at least 14 years. Okay, and how many people will fit in that qualification? In approximately 2 minutes,
0.1189 people.
I'm sorry, what? I said in approximately 2 minutes, 0.1189 people. Corruption from the communists. Oh, so we don't even have a need for an executive branch then. Article 2 of the Constitution deals with the executive branch. The executive branch proposes law. Do we need a president now? Simply put, yes. What about the vice president? What do they even do anyways? They have the same qualifications as the president, since they are a heartbeat away from becoming president. The Constitution names the Vice President of the United States as the President of the Senate. In addition to serving as a presiding officer, the Vice President breaks a tie vote in the Senate and formally presides over the receiving and counting of the electoral ballots cast in a presidential election. Well, I guess that's pretty important. Okay, how do you get a new president and a vice president? Loading. Results found. Electoral College. In other U.S. election, candidates are elected directly by popular vote, but the president and vice president are not elected directly by citizens. Instead, they're chosen by electors through a process called the Electoral College. Your state, Missouri, autocorrect, Missouri, has 10 electoral votes. That's a lot. Why are there that many in total? There are that many because the votes are representatives of the state's districts and the 2 senators in every state. In total, there are 538. Our capital, Washington, D.C., District of Columbia, has 3 votes based on the 23rd Amendment. They are constituents of the president. How many votes to win?
How many votes to win?
To be a majority vote of the Electoral College, the popular vote in which candidate was more popular with the citizens. For example, Hillary was the most popular vote, but Trump won the Electoral College. God, that's a lot. I wonder when they meet. Oh yeah, wait, what about the Lame Bird Amendment or something like that? Incorrect. The Lame Duck Amendment. The 1933 amendment changed the gathering date for a new Congress to January 3rd of odd-numbered years, shortening the time between an election and the beginning of the next Congress to just 2 months. Since that time, Congress met in lame duck sessions to conclude urgent or unfinished business. Okay, yeah, but like, how do you even find candidates? They have to be pretty famous to get like that many votes. Well, anyone who meets the previously established criteria can declare their candidacy for president. Then, after they spend/raise $5,000 for their campaign, a candidate must register with the Federal Election Commission. Then a candidate has to name their campaign committee. Okay, but what else has to happen before a politician can officially be in the running for president? Just a few simple preliminary elections and caucuses. Most political parties hold national conventions, when delegates pick a presidential nominee through rounds of voting. The winner then also announces their vice presidential running mate at this convention. I mean, makes sense so far. Then after campaigning and many rounds of debate between candidates, voting normally occurs between the 2nd of November to November 8th. The people vote the Tuesday after the first Monday of November, every 4 years to be president.
Every 4 years for the president.
How long do they serve? The president serves for 4 years and the vice president serves for another 4, with terms of 2 years and 10 years max. 10 years if the president dies halfway through. The 22nd Amendment forces it to 2 terms though. 2 minutes complete. Wow, that definitely wasn't 2 minutes. But who's gonna be president next? We want you! Congrats! You're the new president. Yay.